I know I'm late, but it's okay, cause we still gonna meditate. In a great mood. This is my song, y'all. Put my Crocs on, these are great shoes. I just play the game, I don't make rules. I don't buy stock, bitch, I am a stock. Bitch, I do a lot, cause I am a lot. Toast in the walk, yoga in the morning, then I've been the block. I wonder if my daughter think I'm cool. Oh my ass. Y'all, I love Larussell. Check him out. He got real words, y'all. Thinking I'm a fool. Hey, I do drugs because I'm a fool. We're going to start really fast, just so you know. Hey, everybody. So much love to y'all for always being patient with me. You always give me grace, more grace than I give myself. So that's a big-ass lesson for me. Remember, hey, with the ginger. Tessie put me on last winter. This song will be done in literally less than a minute and we'll start. Shit, I can't remember. Still a young tender off a Tinder. Now that's a bar. I've never been on Tinder. Niggas who ain't got it think they all the same. Today's meditation is going to be Let's Move. It's just a quick message. I was real inspired this weekend by so many things. Hey, had some great food. Put my Crocs on. These are great shoes. I just play the game. I don't make rules. I don't buy stock. I do buy stock. Yes, I am a lot. This is over, y'all. This song's done. Okay. So like I was saying, I was just really motivated this weekend. I did an event. Shout out to Jaleesa, who couldn't do this event, so she suggested me, which just leads me to don't be a gatekeeper. Like, collaboration and community is a big deal, especially in these times, especially for people of color, just especially because we need it. And so if you're someone who has the door for someone else and you can't get in, and instead of just letting someone else in, you just shut that shit, you're whack. I love people who open doors, because she couldn't do that class. She could have been like, sorry, hope y'all find somebody. But she was like, I can't, try Keis. And that was such a good experience for me. I met new people, I made new connections, and that's what it's about. Like, you're supposed to get put on and then put other people on. And you might not know that because maybe you've had to always fight. All my life I had to fight for myself. And so you don't know how to share for other people. But all my life I had to fight. But one thing I always knew is community was necessary. And the more I do this and the more I get involved with, you know, everything that's going on with our communities, the more I realize, like, you can't gatekeep. We do need to collab. And it's just a big deal, y'all. So that was one thing. And then secondly, I went to Damien's class. I have to look up what his Instagram is. It's like Rose. I always kind of fuck it up, actually. Anyway, I don't know too many black males who teach yoga. And please put me on if y'all know. I only know one other male, and he works at my old job, and he's an older man. And he's dope, but like I just don't. So I went to his class, and it was nice to have a little masculine to my feminine, you know? And I'm always like, I could do it all. I'm a woman. It's called, his name is Rose Yoga Per, P-I-R. I don't know what none of that means, but his name is Damien. And he's super dope, and I went to his class, and one thing I learned from him is I need to get back to being a student. All weekend I've been led to be a student. Like, you need to keep learning. You need to keep embracing knowledge. Like, I was given an opportunity to take a free business class, so I'm doing that. And then I took this class with him, so I'm investing in just being more, coming back to my roots with yoga so I can bring more to y'all. So those are my lessons this weekend. And with that being said, we'll get straight into this meditation. And I just want to read what I read to the group I taught yesterday. And it was just a really good message because it was the Let's Move event. And I just want to invite you all to move this week, last week. If you're still doing November with me, then you are struggling. No, I'm just playing. Last week sucked for me. Last week I really had it hard. I smoke weed all the time, every day. A lot of people don't know that because I'm not up here just blowing in front of y'all, but it's part of my lifestyle. And to stop smoking weed just like that, on top of shifting and that, all these other things. I don't really drink, so it's whatever. But man, I get real angry, y'all. It's something I don't really admit too much, but it's why I got into yoga. Just one more minute and we're going to go straight into it. I just want to share this with you. And so this week I had what I call anger headaches. Hey, everybody. Grand Rising. Happy Monday. All the love. And what they are is that when I get really, really angry, I usually explode. Like, y'all have no idea. Like, anger, like Hulk type shit. But I can't always do that. I mean, who would I be if I was really trying to represent yoga and everything, if I'm just out here flashing every time things don't go my way? But what happens is if I can't release it or I don't smoke, then I get these headaches. It's like this pressure in my head, and it just, or if I really explode because I haven't had a chance, because I always feel my anger rising. And if it gets anywhere above here, everybody just move the fuck out the way or let me go, because I'm about to blow up the spot. So then I'll yell or scream or I'll punch something, and then I get a headache. And I know you guys are probably looking like, what? But this is just real life. I'm just telling you. So I did cheat a little. I smoked a little this weekend, and it really helped me calm my nerves. And I'm going back to not smoking this week. And that might be how I do this detox, just because I got to give myself grace and love on myself. I can't be restricting myself and calling it love. I need to ease myself into anything and everything. So all that to say, let's move into this week really with grace and love. And I just want to share this message as you're coming into a comfortable seat. Allow yourself to get really comfortable, nice and tall. Get to a place where you can have that open chest. Let some air flow real nice and unrestricted. And once you get here, if you want, you can exhale the breath out of your lungs, release it all. On your next inhale, deep inhale, bring it all in through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth. One more time, inhale. And if you haven't closed your eyes, if you'd like to join me on this exhale, close your eyes. And as you're here, just take a moment, check in with yourself. I really will be mindful of our time today, my time, all of our time. But I do want us to get our meditation for the week. So as you're here, just checking in, noticing how you feel. Like I said, I had my own personal realization, so that's kind of resonating with me right now. Okay, what do I want to do about what I realized this weekend? I am feeling really relaxed because, like I said, I'm always the yoga teacher, so being able to take a yoga class this weekend really helped my soul and my body. And whatever's coming up for you, maybe it's not that good, maybe it's just other things, but just bring that to the front of the mind just for a moment so you're becoming aware of yourself, not judging. And on those thoughts that we're thinking, let's just move them out the way just for this practice. We can pick them up later. We'll do that with the breath. Deep inhale, everything that's coming up for you, whether it's good or bad. Exhale, release. Just set it to the side so we can be really open to this meditation. As you're here, coming back to yourself, checking in with the body this time, just noticing maybe you might be squeezing the shoulders up, let them come down the back. Maybe your face is all tight like this, it may look weird, let everything loose. Maybe you find that sitting up this nice and tall is hard, so inch back into your chair and relax still with a nice tall chest. Let your feet relax, our toes try to clench. Let your legs relax, let your hands rest either down for grounding, up for receiving. And as you're checking in with yourself, the topic is let's move. And I want to invite you to think of something you want to move into this week. Maybe you're physically moving into something. Maybe it's a new idea you want to move into. Maybe it's moving away from something or an idea or a lifestyle, whatever it is. Just bring that to the front of the mind. And that's the point of our practice. We're moving. As we're here, we'll deepen our breath. Next inhale, counting for 3, 2, 1. Hold. 2, 1. Exhale. 2, 1. Let's do that again together. Inhale. 2, 1. Hold. 2, 1. Exhale. 2, 1. Last time, we're just relaxing a little bit more. Deep inhale. Hold. Exhale. Just coming back to that nice tall seat. Again, I want to invite you to think of what you want to move, and specifically, let's move, but not just our bodies, our mindsets. What do you want to move in your mindset this week? What do you want to shift in your thinking? What do you want to move towards in your goals? I'd like to invite you to just think of movement more than just body movement, more than just getting out the way, more than just running away, but bigger than that. Moving is moving towards hope. Moving is moving towards progress. Let's move towards forgiveness of ourselves and others. Let's move towards getting out of our own way. We often are in our own ways. Let's move so that our souls are doing more of the things we love and moving further away from the things that don't really speak to our souls. Moving is just not physical, it's a mental thing. When you decide to move something in your head, then you can do the action that follows with it. And I think we forget that. We're just like, I'm going to go, and you don't have a plan, and you don't have an idea, and you don't have a hope. Let's move towards plans. Let's move towards really hoping and really seeing what it is here in our minds. Let's move towards making it happen out in the world. And oftentimes we get stuck in old ways, old thinkings, old ideas. So let's move out of that. Maybe it worked for us in the past. Maybe it served us before, but now it's time to move. Obviously, if you feel stuck, if you ain't going nowhere, let's move. Let's go. I don't know about you, but I don't want to stay nowhere stuck. I always need to be moving. Maybe that's good or bad, but I'm on the go, baby. I don't want to sit still. And if I'm sitting still, it better be for purpose. It better be for reason. It better be for adding something to my life. So I just invite you, as you're here, thinking of that thing you want to move towards or move away from. Bring it really to the front of your mind, not judging or giving yourself a hard time. Maybe you want to move towards a goal you hadn't yet reached and you think, damn, it's too late. No, let's move. Let's go, baby. Let's get towards that goal. Now is the perfect time. As you're here, maybe one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly, just to really solidify that idea of moving forward, moving towards good, moving out of your way. While you're here, I invite you just to take a nice deep inhale, bringing in that thought. Exhale, blow it out into the spirit and the universe. Sounds a little woo-woo, but I'm serious. Let's make intentions real. One more time, deep inhale, bring it in. This is a metaphor for showing what it is that we want to really accomplish. Exhale, blow it out into the universe. Either you're letting go and you're blowing that shit away, or you're blowing out the idea of moving towards something new and great. Taking that in just one more time here, just believing and seeing. I think another thing about moving is you actually have to see yourself doing it before you can even move. There's something that's always been said to me, you have to see it before you see it. So in your mind, whatever you're seeing here, I invite you to really imagine seeing it in real life. What that would look like, what that would feel like if you moved out of forgiveness and into love. What would that feel like if you moved out of hate into care? What would it feel like if you moved out of thinking you could never do anything into taking the steps towards doing everything? And as you're here, just thinking of that movement, whether it's physical or emotional, I want you to really embrace the idea of moving towards your good. You deserve it. Don't stay stuck in any place you thought you had to stay. Mindsets, friendships, relationships, places. Move. Let's move towards what we really want to experience. Holding that thought, just imagining your week if you decided to take steps towards moving. And once you have that in your mind, we're just going to take another deep release breath. I love to do those. Take a nice deep inhale, bring it all the way in. Audibly release. It's like just like a relief, like, oh my God, I'm really going to move towards this thing. I'm really going to move away from this thing that doesn't feel good. Let's do that again. Deep inhale. And release. As you're here, just take a moment and embrace that idea and just come up with one step you're going to take towards moving towards whatever it is, progress, love, forgiveness, goals. That one step, one step starts to be 2 and then 3 and then 800. And next thing you know, you far away from where you started. So just one step you're going to take towards moving. If it comes to your mindset, maybe instead of thinking of that negative, you shift your thinking to something good. If it comes to people, maybe you don't hang out with those people this week. So you're moving towards separation. If you find that you're always hard on yourself, move towards more grace. I'm late all the time. Okay, well, I'm here. So that's my grace. And I'm moving towards that. If I stay stuck and always being late, I wouldn't show up for anybody. Sitting in this just one more time before we begin to wake back to the space around us. When it feels good to you, find some movement in your eyes if they were closed. to move your fingers and your shoulders. And back to that nice tall seat. I would love to just do a quick seated cat-cow, just kind of rounding the spine, bring the shoulders back, lift the chin on an inhale. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin on an exhale. One more time, and just getting that spine movement. It's the foundation of our body. Inhale, round the spine, exhale. Coming back up, bring your hands to heart center. To all of you, I say namaste, which means the light and love in me sees and honors the light and love in you, and ashe, which is just empowerment, agreement for your good. And so it is. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to continue to heal together. I'm actually going to start online yoga classes this week. Its intention is to start Wednesday night for Wind Down Wednesday. It will be after 9 p.m. because I teach at the detention center till 8, and I always need to decompress after that. So that shit really fucks with me, seeing those kids in there. But then we do the yoga after, and then I'll come home and we can do online yoga. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll be posting so much today. I really will. I have the YouTube uploaded, so you can always check it out, but I'll have a post later. And then we're going to do a class this Wednesday online. And then next Sunday, and let me know if you watch this, next Sunday I'm doing a real in-person class at 10:30 a.m. at GVM Studio. So if it's something you think you can make, let me know. It's always donation-based. And yeah, everything is in divine order, y'all. Oh, and also I teach at Fit and New on Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you're working from home and you think you can take a break around 11:30, it is a Black-owned studio out here in Aurora, and you can just join us. I teach 11:30 to 12:10. It's in person. It's a good vibe. We have like an outlook of the mountains when you're doing yoga. And it's like 40 minutes max. So if you think you can join me on Mondays or Wednesdays at Fit and New, go ahead, download their app. You get the first week free of classes. And yeah, so I actually have to head to that class. So thank y'all so much for joining me. I'll have some uploads for y'all later. We are just gonna keep healing together, y'all. I love you so much, and I'll see you next Monday, this Wednesday, and hopefully Sunday. Have a great day.